All right, how we doing, everybody? Matt here with OddsJam, and in this video, what I'm going to be doing, how about locking in some more bets for the NFL Week 12? So one thing that I do want to highlight going into this video is the plays that I found using PointsBet. And the reason why I wanted to highlight that is because PointsBet has been doing this. I've noticed it for the entire football season, and it's pretty cool. They charge the least amount of juice on main lines like spreads, totals, stuff like that. So if you just scroll through, like let me go to NFL, and if you just scroll through games, you see a lot of times the best spread in total being offered on PointsBet, like Tampa Bay Bucks versus Browns. Best spread bet, Browns -3.5, -107 on PointsBet. Look at the Ravens Jags game. Literally the best odds on the money line, the spread, and the total, all on PointsBet. Dolphins Texans, best odds are going to be the Dolphins. We'll talk about them later. Bengals Titans, same thing. Titans +2.5, best odds on PointsBet. Falcons game, best odds on the money line. Seahawks Raiders, all three. They swept the slate again. Seahawks Raiders money line, spread, over under. All the best odds you're getting on PointsBet. Rams, 2 of the 3, spread and total. Packers Eagles Sunday Night Football, all swept the slate again. All 3 best odds, and we'll talk about this one as well on PointsBet using or the best odds on PointsBet because they're charging the least amount of juice. Like if I look into this game, look at the juice that every other sportsbook prices compared to PointsBet. Across the board, we see basically if you add them up together, 20 cents of juice roughly. 15 plus 5, 20, 10. 10 each way, 10 each way, 10 each way, 15 plus 5. This one actually has 21, Bet Rivers, 14 plus 7. The Circa is a little bit closer at 18, but still, PointsBet has it at -107 each way, only 14 cents of juice. Same thing with this total here, 14 cents of juice, -107 each way. So I wanted to highlight this because if you are using, I guess to make sure to sign up for PointsBet because you're getting incredible prices. Good thing, props to PointsBet for charging the least amount of juice compared to every other major sportsbook, giving yourself the opportunity of getting the best odds when you are using PointsBet. So the plays that I wanted to lock in, 2 of them, there's 2 plays, and they're both on PointsBet. The first one, and I mentioned that we would come back to it, the Eagles -6.5 against the Packers. So the Eagles, for 2 weeks now, have looked beatable. Obviously, 2 weeks ago, they did lose to the Commanders on Monday Night Football. Last week, they had a really, really rough offensive game against the Colts. Needed to come back from down 10 points in the fourth quarter to score. They didn't even score a touchdown until that fourth quarter. Just a really gross game. But there is a mathematically profitable play on the Eagles -6.5 on PointsBet at -107. And look at here. Looky here. So the no-vig odds price this at about -109.9. You can basically -110 if you want to round up. This is only a positive EV bet because we found it on PointsBet. So this bet literally wouldn't have existed if PointsBet wasn't charging the least amount of juice like they are at -107, 14 cents each way, which is really, really cool. So here's a good play to lock in on PointsBet. -107, Eagles, -6.5. So I mentioned the no-vig odds. OddsJam basically pulls lines from all of these different sports books, giving you the perfect line of what a market should truly be priced at. In this case, it's -109.9. Equates to a profit margin of about 1.3%. So pretty good EV play here. Eagles -6.5. Another reason why I like this one, look at where other sports books price it. We're getting -6.5, -107 on PointsBet. Every other book has this priced at Eagles -7. So not only are we getting a really good price in terms of the odds themselves, thanks to PointsBet, but we are also getting a really good price compared to where every other sportsbook is pricing this spread at. And obviously the 6.5 to 7 is very, very important from a football, just a scoring perspective. The Eagles win by exactly a touchdown. This bet pushes, this bet hits, giving you great odds, a great play using PointsBet. So this is going to be the first one that I'm going to lock in here. The Eagles -6.5, -107 at PointsBet. And the next one, another play on PointsBet, that play that we are getting a really good price because of the juice that PointsBet prices, only 14 cents. Dolphins -12 at -107 odds. I mean, this one's obvious. The Dolphins are awesome. Their offense is awesome. The Texans are horrid. They just got smacked by the Commanders. They can't do anything right. Minus 107, Dolphins minus 12 is a great price. Of course, it's mathematically profitable. The Nove odds that OddsJam calculates has this at about minus 111, so getting it at minus 107 on PointsBet is a really good price. Again, in this case, giving us a profit margin of just under 2%, 1.86%. So I like this one a lot as well. And then if you view this event page, look at where every other sportsbook prices it, we can see a really good price on this Dolphins minus 12. We see majority have it at either 12.5 or 13. So we see like BetMGM, FanDuel, looks like Bookmaker and FoxBet have this priced at 12.5. And looks like we have Pinnacle, Circa, BetOnline, BetRivers, Tipico, WinBet, DraftKings, Bet365, Caesars, and Betfred have this priced at 13. So a half point to a full point higher than what PointsBet is giving us, and PointsBet is giving this to us at minus 107 odds. So this is going to be my second and final early pick to lock in for the football slate, NFL Week 12. Both bets on PointsBet. I recommend putting 1 unit on both of these bets as well. I forgot to mention that part for the Eagles game. I recommend putting 1 unit. So for me is $100. For those of you at home, obviously 1 unit equals 1% of your bankroll. So whatever 1% is what I'd recommend putting on this one. And that's going to be it for this video. So 2 picks, 2 awesome picks found using PointsBet, and that's it. So if you're tailing these, comment and let me know. Other than that, please remember to like the video, subscribe to the OddsJam YouTube channel, all that good stuff. And that's all I got. So appreciate you guys watching, and have a good one.